What's up? It's your boy Conger Live, and we're back with another Team Wars Battle Days for our guild of Sad Panda Cub, and we are in the Golden League. So this week I was able to talk about what our options were, and I was able to do some practice battles. Let's take a look. Stick around, watch the whole video. You can see what deck we ended up choosing and how we can actually go with it. So I'm voting a little early. Looks like Santa Claus is winning over Osimo. Depending on what we have in the deck, Santa Claus is probably going to be the best bet, so I'm going to go ahead and vote that as well. Next we have Shield Maiden Wendy versus Toolshed. Now I really like Shield Maiden Wendy, but being that she's a legendary versus an epic, I think that's why our clan wants to take Toolshed, so go ahead and vote him as well. City Walk guy, he's too new. I'm not sure if we're going to have a lot of animals in our deck. No one's going to have him leveled up. Bounty Hunter Kyle, everybody's got him at a decent level, 3 or 4, if not 5. That's going to be the way to go. Now it looks like most everybody wants to go with Randy. I don't know how I feel about that. Because, turning everybody into animals, her Death Wish is pretty awesome. I think Randy's, like, in my opinion, one of the worst Randys, even though he's a legendary. The clan's voting for it. I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to vote for Elaine because of her ability, her Death Wish. She can really turn the tides. Obviously, Professor Timmy is way better than the Knight Timmy. Yes on Magic Randy. That's definitely the way to go. Yeah, because changing. Let's see. They don't have other than Lane. There's nothing in the decks that would stop Mysterion. I want Mysterion. I mean, yeah, Mind Control. Kenny might be good, and he can actually really do some damage. That's a tough call. That's definitely a tough call. I'd like to have them both. Rather have 2 Kennys than 2 Randys. I'm gonna vote Mysterion, but the team looks like a lot of everybody basically follows Bam's lead, and he's probably got a good explanation as to why we should use Cyborg Kenny instead. Yeah, absolutely gonna go with the UFO over the pigeons. You can't mind control them. You can't do much to them. We got a flying unit and a ground unit. That's really good. We got the new Dougie or the 4-assed monkey. I prefer 4-assed monkey. He's got a great Death Wish that does damage to a bunch of people. That's going to help mitigate some stuff. The new Dougie isn't a headhunter, so that's kind of nice. He does drop the lava in the back, so that will definitely be good for something like the Timmy. I don't know. Yeah, definitely gonna go with the chicken coop. That's the way to go. Poison over the trap, in my opinion. This will be good, I guess, to stop Dougie. The trap, it's cheaper than poison. Poison will help if they run with pigeons. It can take care of that. And it's really tough. This is like a single target, something to deal with a single target. This is to deal with a crowd. And then Paladin Butters. I mean, I guess we need the rats though for the mind control Kenny. I think that's why we need the rats. And I guess that's also why we would want this as a second option to deal with the mind control Kenny, because getting mind controlled sucks. That's going to be probably the thing that annoys me the most. Well, we'll see what we end up with at the end of the week, and then we can talk about the differences there. But those are my votes, mostly in line with the leader. A couple of different opinions from me, so you can see that. But we'll talk about the deck when we get it going. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, we're going to be testing out our Team War deck. We're waiting for someone from the team to join. Bams, our leader, said he was available, so he should be joining up here in a minute. but just trying to be prepared for this team war. As we had some discussion as a clan as to what cards we should use during our voting days, and then now, since tomorrow we'll start our team wars. Last week I didn't practice and I got just destroyed, so I want to get some practice in this week. Even though the first couple weeks I did this, doing the videos of the team wars, worked out really well. Last week was horrendous, so we wanna get some practice in with this deck. So waiting, aha, it's accepted. It says searching for opponent, but really should already have him. Anyone here? So, those gnomes stealing underpants. It's interesting that it still goes through these, still looking for an opponent. You would think that the opponent would be found automatically. This is taking too long. Ah, opponent found. There we go. Excellent. We get the loading screen. 100%. Loading. Now waiting for the opponent. There we go. And he's on his alt account, Serial Grinder. And we'll see what we got here. Okay. Dr. Timmy is amazing, so we're going to throw him in the back. Let's start and see what Bams has to say about that. And I'm going to drop Santa Claus. And, losing Timothy, it's not good. We're gonna get some cocks on the board. Let's see how this works. So we got the Chomper. Out. Another. I'm gonna throw Kenny in the side. We got the rats to stop the Kenny. Oops. That was my bad. I should have played the Cox and then thrown Santa. I have not really used Santa a whole lot. I know how he works, but that was partly me just. Oh wow! Disarray went back behind. I've never really seen that happen. I know that he goes for the character that's furthest away from him. Double up on. Actually worked out kind of nice for him to get that protection. And of course use rats to protect against Kenny, because you need something like that in this situation. We'll go ahead and throw our cut in the back. Being that we don't have Transmographer, we'll try and save Sorceress Lane. Maybe she'll be able to do something about Santa Claus. Back here. Slow play. This is good, but I mean, we have identical decks where that's not always the situation. When you have these battles, that's the one kind of drawback about practicing. I'm gonna throw some pile out there. I got this because I was able to get in on that first push, and if other teams have similar comps, which they likely will, then it's really going to be about getting that first fight, is taking control of that first fight. Hopefully Bams is down to do this again. I'm just going to go straight into request to play again. So we can get so we can both get some practice, because it's good for both of us.
to do that. So hopefully, yeah. Since he's on, this is good. This is good. Just throw some practice in. And of course, this is not necessarily gonna be a testament as to how the deck will perform in the war, because like I said, some people will have some slightly different options. Like we have Sorcerer's Flame, which neither one of us used, but she's really a defensive unit, instead of having a second Randy, the 5th element Randy. But the Cock Magic Randy is the better Randy anyways. So this time I'm going to start with Santa in the back. So that way, when his charges up, I'm really just going to wait. Charge. So he's doing money. Okay. Okay, so we gotta use the Chomper now. So when he turned his rats, I'm gonna have to get my archers out there as well, try and take care of this Kyle. And right now, in practice, because we haven't fully leveled everything's up, that everything's at a tournament level, I think. So it's like 4, 3, 2, 1. If I'm not mistaken. This Timmy it's really going to be able to get him, having him control with him. It's going to be one of the main. I believe it's going to be one of the main. He's going to be the workhorse of the deck. Wait. But I'm glad that we have. I just slow play a lot of my things. He's probably thinking, crap, what am I supposed to do? I'm going to slow this right down. So Sorceress Leanne is really going to be useful as a last resort. I know he was checking out. It's like, oh, can I put him up against Santa right off the bat? I would have waited. I would have seen what else I could put out there first, try and chunk things down. So I haven't been put into a defensive position yet. I've been pretty lucky to be able to stay on the aggressive. With these fights. We'll stay on the offense. And same with Cyborg Kenny. He's really, something you use kind of on the side. So we're using Santa to feed your Randy and maybe your tool shed if you have them, and your mind control Timmy. That's going to be how you get the workhorse happening. And once again, like Leanne versus 5th element Randy, I still think she's the better card personally, because we want Cock Magic Randy doing all the work. We definitely want Cock Magic Randy doing the work. He's going to be putting in a lot of work. He's got decent attack. He's a ranger. He brings those cocks out to add to the swarm. So I'm hoping for Bam's sake that he can get some damage in on me. He can do something to come back on me. I want him to be able to put me on my heels so I have some practice at trying to come back. One thing, like I said, I don't like ever sitting at 10 energy, where he seemed to be okay with it, he being that, so I'm going to bide my time and wait. Really, he just gave me extra energy, giving me a +1 or +2 by waiting for him to do what he did. So I really hope that he's able to get the right RNG to put me on my heels. So here I'm going to start with Toolshed because he's a charge unit. So I like to drop him, like I said, right before I hit 10, so that my energy's constantly going. See, and BAMs will wait. We're gonna. Time is up. Go ahead and get some attention here. And we'll throw the coop out. Because we want Kyle to just keep giving powers to attack to all this crowd. And then using the UFO as an extra tank to get in front of my Randy. You know, his Dougie didn't even make it in. And I'm wondering, do I play my Dougie? No. So Dr. Timmy together drop right here. Yeah. So unfortunately for BAMS, I've been able to overwhelm him 3 times now. It's a bummer for him. Oh, he's gonna use this before. Just so he doesn't. So that's not good. That's going to be, you know, a way to get some sort of comeback. It's using your sideboard Kenny to take care, to mind control their Timmy or their Kyle. Unnecessary. But yeah, I've got decent advantage on him. Disarray is definitely, in my opinion, got to be used against mind control Timmy. Or I mean, not Mecha Timmy. Professor Timmy. I did not expect to be this easily beaten. It's alright. So, once again, throwing Santa in the back. He did 2. Being that he did it slightly in front of mine, there's no timing. He's out of time. I would then have the advantage when it comes to the timing. Alright. So there you have it. This is our Team War deck.
We got a level 4 Santa Claus. Santa Claus is going to be useful for giving our charge characters some stuff. We got a level 3 Cyborg Kenny. The clan said, hey, don't level him up. We could have left him at 2, but some people wanted to put caps in him. Would have been nicer if those caps would have gone to, say, UFO. We got a level 4 Toolshed. He can benefit from Santa Claus. The UFO would have been much better to have at level 4 because he's a defensive unit. Getting 2 units out, 1 in the air, 1 in the ground, to really just put in front of any of those units we want to protect, like our bounty hunter Kyle, who of course buffs everybody and heals, small heals when he kills somebody. As a team, we have a level 4 General Disarray. Now mine's only at level 2. He's a fairly new card, so hopefully I'll get level 3 access based on our team caps. Another disappointment, Sorceress Leanne should have been at least level 3. At level 2, she's not going to be that great. Yes, we want her Death Wish to proc, but we get more transformations if we have her at a higher level. And Chicken Coop at level 4, that's excellent. That's great. We have Dr. Timmy at level 4, excellent. He's going to be one of our main workhorses. We got level 3 for the Chomper. Not a big deal to have this. This is going to be like our secondary defense against that Cyborg Kenny. Of course, the rats being primary at level 5. That's nice, we got them there. And of course, amazingly, Randy, another workhorse for this deck. at level 4. So my main strategy here is going to be slow playing my charge units, which will be Santa, Toolshed, Professor Timmy, and amazingly Randy, and really just letting the swarms go to work. Same with using that coop for that. Now you guys probably saw that already if you watched my practice against our guild leader Bams. It was actually his secondary or his alt account, serial grinder. But yeah, it was it went well. So hopefully I get the same type of success in the actual war. So we're gonna get right into it. We found an opponent, and let's see what kind of RNG we get for getting the cards we want in our hand. Things like Leanne, she's gonna be like a last minute defense card. UFO I'm gonna throw probably in front once in a while after I already have some things that are in the back coming their way. But we'll see what we got here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off just using Santa Claus. And also I'm now recording here on BlueStacks. In the past couple weeks I've been using AZ screen recorder on my Android phone. But you know, doing something a little bit different here. We'll go ahead and throw that his way so he's ready. I guess I could have waited, so I could have thrown amazingly Randy into the mix as well. And we're gonna throw Kenny up in here, and of course Dougie going for our, that is the, let's go ahead and feed our charge units, get some defense and some stuff happening here. And it looks like I'm gonna wait. I'd like to throw that coop out there, but I'm gonna put the alien drone because I want him to stop Kyle from taking out Randy. Randy's really important that we keep him alive. Now this guy's got that Osimo. Go ahead and throw our disarray out. I'm getting a little overwhelmed here because of the Osimo. It was hard to chunk through. We don't have Osimo. I'm not sure what our option was instead of Osimo. And instead of, oh, that was sad. That should have hit Mysterion. Of course, Sorcerer of Slain, I'm going to want to try and put her out to throw him out there, so whatever he's got. See, that's a good stop for the mind control as well. His is level 4 compared to our level, I think, 3 we have. Hopefully I can get a couple stacks of attack damage. Got 1, that's it. Throw our rats in front of Disarray, although they probably won't live long in that. So he's got a higher Disarray than me. I got overwhelmed in this. This is probably kind of how Bams was feeling when I was up against him. I guess maybe Osmo was the other option than Santa Claus. I have to go back and take a look. So if you guys watch that, that's going to be at the beginning of the video, but since I'm recording these at different parts of the week, I did not go review that before coming in here. So unfortunate start, but that's okay. We still have plenty of time to bring this back. So one thing, if anyone in the clan is watching this, guys, follow the leader's donation recommendations. Don't think you know better and put caps in characters we don't want as a team to be putting caps in. Could not connect to matchmaking. Well, that's a disappointment. Somebody wants a card, I'll go ahead and give it to them real quick. Give that a minute. That's really important, especially now that we're in Gold League more consistently. Seems like anytime we do get bad scores in Gold League, we go to Silver, we come right back. So when we're in Gold League, team, make sure that we're following the plan for cap allocation, because yeah, rats are nice to have them at 5, but we could have left them at 4. We really would have liked to have a higher strength UFO and a higher strength lane. At least that's from where I'm sitting, my opinion. The rest of the allocation looked good. So this time, this is nice. I get to start off with my chicken coop and just kind of wait and see what happens. A little bit of lag there, so I'm not sure what's the situation there. We'll just kick back, relax, let our energy recharge, So Dr. Timmy kind of back in the corner. And then we're going to add Randy as well. So Dr. Timmy can elevate the little Roomba robot, which is kind of nice. So tool shed down here in the bottom. Hopefully Santa will give us a chance to want to use these abilities first, and then Santa will give it back to everybody. Come on, Randy, and then give the gift that keeps on giving. Right, that worked out. Hopefully our disarray will hit Randy right there, slow him down. Excellent, come in. Yeah, unfortunately that their tool shed took him out, but we have a little bit more of a... We're gonna get those cocks out? No, we were not able to get those cocks out in time. Wasn't sure what to play at that moment. So now I'm kind of on my heels. Of course, Sorcerer's Lane doesn't do a lot against a crowd of cocks. Not sure if he's got the mind control, the Cyborg Kenny, or if he's got Mysterion in his deck. I want to get rid of that. Tough. Yeah, it sure went well for me in the practice, but this is not going well for me now. So far, haven't seen other Santas. Have seen. Yeah, I didn't have any air defense, so that was done for. Wow, that is not good. That is not good, team. Not good at all. Like I said before in my other videos, I don't like sitting at 10. Maybe I need to be a little more patient so to make sure that first initial fight happens on my side of the field. Because sometimes, getting that little extra zap in, but that really wasn't what was the case in this fight. Their zaps weren't really a huge factor at all in that. It's really about kind of luck of the draw. Maybe I could have been a little quicker with playing things. Still only been playing on BlueStacks for this week, so using the keyboard mouse instead of touching my screen. Maybe a little bit slower on reaction for me with that, but at the same time I feel like I still have really good control over the game using it keyboard and mouse. Basically just the mouse and keyboard going on here. Since Dr. Timmy has the better range, I like to play him first. So we got the even rewards there. Let me go ahead and play the Coop first. I really want to disarray it. Oh my goodness, what was that? Oh, I really wanted disarray to go for Timmy, but apparently the grid, because the width is actually further than the distance, so he came down. That was not what I wanted. That's a little disappointing, but it's not necessarily going to ruin this match for us. He just put his Coop out later than me, and then the poison. That's the difference between Chomper. And that we had a discussion about that. Would the AOE with all the crowds actually be better than the Chomper? And maybe. I'm saving Chomper for if I see Cyborg Kenny, basically. And since we also have a tool shed, okay, we see there it is. But the rats are gonna, there's not much I can do about that at this point. Get some, hopefully, well, at least we were able to spawn those cocks. And then I got Kyle back. So this match looks good. I don't think that he's going to be able to come back. This is in good shape. It's a bummer we took 2 losses already, but getting the win is definitely important for us with where we're at. We still have a minute left, so haven't gotten a win yet. It's really anyone's game. Really wish Kyle would have done the final kill on that, so I could have mind controlled him. I think this is where I'm going to go ahead and use Lane against Randy, and then throw Dr. Timmy in the back, and of course Disarray's coming at Timmy, which is really annoying. Get that UFO out there and try and get some tankage in both the ground and the sky, because those Roombas are pretty hardy. They will soak a decent amount of damage. Oh, nice! They got the Fifth Element Randy, but he's only level 1. So, and so that was the other thing we were talking about, going with a 2 Randy deck. Well, because Fifth Element Randy's so expensive, it doesn't seem like it would be useful, and also it costs less to upgrade Sorceress Anne, but we didn't upgrade her, which is really disappointing that we didn't do that. Because mine was at 3. I thought I had her at 4, but I think I have the cards for her, but I just never spent it. Of course, she's kind of like a back burner unit. Like I said, we're rarely going to use her, but there are the moments where, yeah, you want her to transform the Osimo, the Randy, the Dr. Timmy, as long as she can get back there. She moves pretty quick, which is nice. She's not a slow walker. And one nice thing is also with it level 2, she has less health, but she also transforms less units. And the other thing is with your rats, you can use those to transform, upgrade them into cocks, since cocks have more life than rats. So that's something that can be done as well. We'll go ahead and start with the coop. Okay, we got a Santa Claus and a Dr. Timmy. Unfortunately, don't have a whole lot of. Let me go ahead and slow play my alien drone. Okay, there's my Santa. We'll wait. See what happens here. Okay. I don't expect this. It's fine. We're gonna continue to slow play. We want Dr. Timmy on the top left corner. So hopefully, we want to wait. Hopefully he'll be able to. Let's go ahead and throw Kenny up in here. Get some damage into Santa Claus. Oh, that poison took him out. Not bad. And since Bounty Hunter Kyle's shooting Santa, we're going to go ahead and play our Kyle to do some damage, but of course, I should have played Randy first, waited before using his ability. That's the one thing with Santa is I don't use him regularly. I know how to use him decently, but there are many times I've played with Santa, and I'll do that. I'll tap his charge skill too soon, just from lack of experience. I know that he's somewhat meta. There's a lot of Santa decks out there, and they're mostly comboing with Stand Mini Moons and Pocahontas Randy. And unfortunately, I was not able to get Disarray soon enough to do something about his Dr. Timmy, but I'll use it now against Randy to make sure I get this phone. But with only a minute left and down 2-1, this may be the last game, team. This may be it. So we'll see. We'll see here. I'm going to need some air attacks for this UFO. So hopefully we don't get too overwhelmed. That poison is actually really quite obnoxious, because unless Kyle's able to heal, okay, luckily get with a kill. So here we're hoping Santa Claus gives the final blow. Nope. Disarray will hopefully go in there. Nope, not enough. Timing on that, would have liked him to go and hit a cock. There's we're just not going to get in. It's not going to happen. Yep, he's going to laugh instead of saying good game. He has no manners. But that's how it is. I mean, look at his name. Question marks all across the board. But there you have it. At least we got one win in. Only pulled out a couple phones, so definitely not the best score. But at least we didn't end up with a goose egg. So yeah, 22, same as was that last week or the week before? I think it was last week. Not the best, but hopefully everyone in my clan, you've been able to pick something up and you had a chance to practice. And now you can kind of see what's happening out there with these cards and these decks. So if you like it, give me a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of these. I'm going to be doing these every week. And the whole point of this is to help everybody game smarter. This is Conga Live. I'll catch you next time.